Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very special day. I'm celebrating 5 years on YouTube. Really big milestone for me being a content creator. And of course, because I started this whole journey with Kelly Clarkson doing a reaction to her song, I Dare You. It started a tradition. And so every year on this day, I do a Kelly Clarkson related video because she's kind of like the anniversary celebration that I go to. Today, we're going to be covering a very special performance. It's her performing for the very first time on the Grammys, Because of You, a song that she wrote about her father and her child abuse by him. But I think that it's also really cool that we go into a little bit of the story about what that day was like for her. Those of you that are really strong Kelly Clarkson fans, you know that she was given a misdiagnosis of cancer. She was told that she had cancer that morning as she was on her way to go to rehearsal, sound check, and prep for everything for the Grammys. And then she won her very first Grammy, but it was all clouded by this news. And we're going to watch that interview clip to just kind of put ourselves in the frame of mind that she was in before we watch her absolutely slay it on the performance that she gave later that night. So this is Kelly being interviewed by Conan O'Brien, and we'll discuss what we think about it after we watch that clip.
My first performance ever on the Grammys. This is a real story. I was called right as I was leaving for the Grammys, being picked up by my publicist at the time, Roger Witnowski, and was told I had cancerous results. And I was like, and cancer like runs in our family, like ovarian, cervical, like just the gamut, breast, everything. Can you imagine? And I was like, what? And the whole day was ruined because I just couldn't stop crying because I was like, wait, I haven't done so much like in my life. I was like, and it just was the worst day ever. True story. The next morning, I called back to schedule because I was like, I can't. They're like, we need you to come in now. I was like, well, I'm going to be performing on the Grammys. So, and it was like a huge moment for any kid that grows up watching. That's like the epic thing for you. And literally called the next morning for like what I needed to do next. And they were like, oh, we're so sorry. Those were actually someone else's results.
No.
Jesus Christ. And I was like, you? No. First of all, my first thought was like, who did you tell they were fine?
Right.
And now you're calling them and telling them they have cancer.
I just think that that really speaks to her humility and her compassion for others. Her first thought, of course, I think a lot of people would be like, wow, I'm relieved, right? Like but in her mind, well, it's still true. The results were cancerous. It's just not her. It's somebody else. So somebody else is going to get that call and have to go through walking down that journey, and prayerfully that they're okay, that they were able to beat it. But she went to that first. Like who did you tell that they were fine? And then you have to make that call back and say, actually, you know, you're not exactly fine right now. We have to deal with this. You do have cancer. But I just think that that really speaks to her humility, but that's insane. Like, I'm like, wait, what? And then
they called Clark Kellison.
And then I was like, I know. And then
we're so sorry, Clark.
Yeah, I can't even imagine what that did to Kelly to have to carry that with her to the Grammys. And as we're going to see, I'm sure that it really did affect her performance. So we're going to get into reacting to her performance of Because of You, a song that she wrote. Now, actually, there's another little behind the scenes story about this song. She was working with Clive Davis at the time, and they really butted heads because he did not want her singing ballads. He didn't want, or if he was going to sing a ballad, he wanted it to be more like a David Foster-ish kind of Whitney Houston ballad. He didn't want, like, I Will Always Love You. He didn't want her writing. He didn't want her songwriting. He didn't trust her as a songwriter. And he did not like the song Because of You, which actually ended up doing very well. It's a huge hit, not just commercially, but also with fans and fan favorites. It's one of her signature ballads, one of her biggest, most epic ballads. So Clive Davis was absolutely wrong about that. And I love that Kelly actually stood up to him when a lot of people were too afraid to, because of his reputation in the industry. So we're going to watch why this song is so important and how, just another testament to how great Kelly Clarkson is live, and just trying to get in her head as to where she was emotionally when singing this now knowing what she went through just a few hours before.
Mistakes that you did, I will not let myself cause my heart so much misery. I will not break the way you did. You felt so hard. I've learned the hard way to never let it get that far.
I just really do, and I love that red dress on her. Red's her favorite color.
And it's not too long before you point it out. I cannot cry because I know that's weakness in your eyes. I'm forced to fake a smile, a laugh every day of my life. My heart can't possibly break when it wasn't even whole to start with.
Listen to this break. So much pain in her voice. Not losing any dynamics though.
Stray too far from the sidewalk.
Oof.
Because of you, I learned to play on the safe side so I don't get hurt. Because of you, I find it hard to trust not only me, but everyone around me.
I get that.
Because of you. I am afraid.
Yeah, y'all better be on your feet, actually. All of you better be on your feet.
Please welcome Gwen Stefani, and from
sorry, that song gets me every time. Those of you that were raised in homes where these lyrics can hit for you very strongly, very personally, you know what this song can do. Love that Kelly wrote this song. Love that Kelly, and that's what music is, right? It's therapeutic, not just for the artist who's releasing it. I'm sure that's the most ultimate cathartic experience. But they share that with us, right? The fans, the consumers that listen to it, we can connect with it. It resonates with us. I just love this song. I think that Kelly sounds incredible as always, right? We all know that about Kelly Clarkson. She can just kill a song live. She can always sound better than most of the other artists, if not all of them, except for herself and Celine Dion, I would say. Kelly is the ultimate cover artist. and she always brings something that is her own to it. And yet when she does a song, her own song live, and can allow herself to kind of go there and even unravel a little bit, she always gives it to us straight from her heart. And there were moments in this, like for the beginning of the second chorus, when she says, because of you, her voice kind of like does this like crackling hiccup thing that I call it, where she's just overwhelmed with emotion. It just sounds like she's about to break. It just sounds so real. And then the line, and then, you know, and I cry in the middle of the night for the same D word thing. And she holds out thing. It's just so clean. It's raw. It's full of emotion. She's holding that note like nobody's business. The crowd responds to it. And then for her to just come in and just take us back to that vulnerable, quiet, and then with her falsetto, which is just so gorgeous, and it's warm and cool at the same time. It's just so approachable. I think it's not just Kelly's personality, but even there's something in her voice and her vocal tone that just feels so comfortable, so approachable for us. She is America's sweetheart. She's the reigning queen of reality TV shows. Her being the very first American Idol is just so poetic. It's so perfect. And we've never had a contestant like her since. We just haven't. We've had great contestants, right? We all love us some Carrie Underwood. We all love us some Jennifer Hudson and some Daughtry and some Catherine McPhee and Diana DeGarmo, but some Jordan Sparks, some amazing artists that have come out of Idol. But there's only been one Kelly, and nobody's really ever been, in my opinion, at that level of vocalist or singer or charm. I would say that feels girl next door. That is your best friend, you know, that you can just get real with, have a glass of wine and kick back with. And it's just who she is. We're going to watch actually when she won her Grammy, which I think was also a huge moment for her. And again, just how must that feel for her to feel like I'm winning my Grammy, my first Grammy. But I got this news about cancer. Am I going to beat it? Right? Because in her mind, she still thinks that she has cancer because of the results. So let's just try to get into her mind in this moment. And I think her emotions will make a lot of sense.
And I need to read this.
All right, let me hold this for you.
Girl.
Don't put no spit in my harmonica, girl.
I'm sorry, but I don't care who you are, unless you're Henry Cavill, I guess. I would not let anybody put their mouth on my harmonica if I was Stevie Wonder. I don't know if that was planned or not, but you don't grab somebody's harmonica and put your mouth on it and like, oh, don't be putting no spit on my harmonica, girl. So I love that Stevie said what I think we all would have said. There's two things I don't share: my man and my food. Okay. And my instrument or anything I'm gonna put in my mouth, like a toothbrush or something. Nope. Sorry. Not even if my man wanted to use it. I wouldn't. I'm single now, but if I had somebody, they wouldn't be able to do that.
And the Grammy goes to Kelly Clarkson, 60
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm terrible at speaking when I cry, so sorry. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody, that has supported me this year, including my record label and my management. I love you, Jeff Evan Quatnitz. And thank you to my date, Ashley Donovan, my first producer in my closet back home when I was a kid. Thank you to my mom. Thank you so much, Mom. I'm sorry I'm crying again on national television. But thank you to the fans. Thank you for everyone that worked on my record. Yikes! And just thank you so much. You have no idea what this means to me. So thank you so much.
When there was a couple things that really hit home when she said, "I'm sorry, I'm crying on national television again," because she bawled on American Idol when she won the most epic win, in my opinion, of all time of American Idol, when she was bawling and she won, and everybody saw that. So I think it was, but it's funny because she didn't directly thank American Idol. And this was controversial. Some people thought that she didn't have to. This was her being an artist, right? This was her after her album Breakaway. Like, this was what won her the Grammy, that she's writing her own material. Some people thought, well, that might be the case, but, you know, you did thank your producer and that your very first producer in the closet, which I thought that was really cool. That was really cute, right? Like, the people that have always believed in you. Why didn't you thank American Idol? It's because of American Idol that you're there. That's what people thought.
Oh, no, you know what? I didn't thank my dad either. I didn't thank either one of my dads either. I forgot. You forget, especially the first time I was bawling. So, no, I didn't thank so many people. I have like 30 things on my BlackBerry yelling at me, but yeah, sorry.
I don't know that I think if I was in her shoes, I would have thanked American Idol, but I don't know that necessarily Kelly Clarkson. I think that it's up to her, right? I mean, because it's equal. I kind of feel like they're at an impasse. American Idol, did they do her a favor? Maybe, but she also did them a favor. They could have had a different Idol winner that would have been the first, that I think, especially with what she did after that. Kelly Clarkson became a huge successful recording artist. I think if they would have picked a different singer, and I won't name anybody from the top 10 because I loved everybody on that season, and it's going to sound like shade. But I do honestly think that if they picked another singer that didn't go as far for the very first season, I don't think the credibility of American Idol to continue going and having however many seasons they've had now, because it really is banking on the success of Kelly Clarkson. So American Idol needed Kelly Clarkson just as much, if not as much, as Kelly needed them. So I can see arguments either way that maybe Kelly should have thanked American Idol because she got some heat because of it. But I can also see a strong argument that she didn't have to because she's doing her own thing. She's her own artist. And frankly, American Idol, you know, really has the name that it does because of Kelly Clarkson's win. I mean, even when you watch other Idol winners post Kelly Clarkson, they all look back to Kelly's win. And that's what inspired them to try out. Carrie Underwood has said that. Jennifer Hudson has said that. Fantasia Barrino has said that. Jordan Sparks has said that. They've all gone on record saying it was Kelly. Kelly Clarkson's win of American Idol made me feel like I could do this. And that's why I went out. And then that's why they won and they became successful artists. So, yeah. Anyway, drop me in the comments. Let me know what you think about just everything we talked about, because we did talk about a lot. If you are brand new here, please consider smashing that subscribe button. I do a lot of reactions to a lot of great singers. I sometimes do a little bit of social commentary too. There's a little bit for everybody here on this channel. So feel free to smash that subscribe button, smash the like button. It will tell the algorithm that you enjoyed this, and that would help me out so much. Don't just say, oh, I like that video. Please press the like button and drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Till then, I love you. God bless you. And I will see you in that next video. Bye.